See, when the life, I believe, when the life stops, creativity happens. The moment wife is out of your life stops then.
Okay, so Yash, today we have with us Hitesh Joshi. He's a professional company secretary and a profound human being, very good, clear, incisive thinking.
Thank you.
Besides being a long-time friend, he's also someone with whom the Being Boundaryless program, which sessions that you have been viewing, the syllabus of that was created at Hitesh's house somewhere in 2011-12, over 3 nights and 4 days when his wife had gone to Mikey. So now it is between you and Hitesh.
Okay, sir. So one interesting question: why everything happens when wife goes to Mikey? Every
See, when the life, I believe, when the life stops, creativity happens. The moment wife is out of your life stops then and there. Then there is a chance of either chaos will happen and either creativity will happen. And I believe creativity is actually a chaos. So that chaos happened, and in that chaos we do find something. If intent is there, things will happen. Intent has to be there.
beautiful. No, but it's a very beautiful program. I have gone through the BBP. Now I'm doing CBP. So thanks for creating and curating that. And I also want to understand what was the starting point? What was your starting point of that entire journey?
See, my starting point was there, I was there. And I was Munesh's friend. And I think I'm among the very few person who can talk to him for long. So we can talk for long without my being, getting bogged down. I don't know Munesh is still that person or not, but generally he was very overwhelming. He has a very strong opinions and very strong reasoning and arguments. So maybe I don't appear to be, but I had a very strong reasoning and arguments too. So that's why somehow I gel, though I'm not that intelligent like him. So he had certain ideas. So he sent a message one day. So somehow out of that meeting and chance that happened that we started recording, and we got 3-4 days at my home because renovation was happening. And he came into house when renovation was happening, the plasters was being done, paint was is being done. So we stayed there for 3 nights and 4 days, and nobody to disturb us. Solely focus on question and answer. I will ask. I will try to understand. He will try to understand. He will try to answer whatever is in mind. So that happened, and it was no agenda or like fixed. It was random thoughts with certain idea. The basic idea got. I might be wrong, but the basic idea I got that time was, what I recall, is the world is actually so linear. It's like development, human being developed in a certain way. The way human being and civilization developed is basically individual human beings thought has been combination of civilization. It's a combination of civilization. Is my thought, for example, normal human being thought is creating a better life in terms of comfort, security, and in terms of pride and joys, and trying to pass on that comfort, security, and power and prestige to his generation, whether or not they had earned it for or not. So giving that gift to them. And when I say generation, it is limited to my family, my progeny. So could have been different, because this whole thought process is about in Munesh's world, accumulation. That we are accumulating, we are only concerned about accumulating, and accumulation has gone too much that we are even accumulating our experiences rather than experiencing them. So we have lost in that. So we could have been different. So that was the question.
Very beautiful. So first of all, I want to acknowledge what I also believe is a boundaryless can only appear from a boundaryless. So so the way you explained it, so it also seems now that the convergence is there. The boundaryless came from that boundaryless, where there was no boundary around time, there was no expectation, but something happened.
We met, we talk, and we have no expectation and no agenda behind this. So I have no concern. I don't have to go anywhere. Actually, I don't have to reach anywhere. I am there. The way I am there, I am there. I'm happy being wherever I am. I generally tend to enjoy, and definitely there are so many thoughts which had contributed the way I am. And one of the biggest influences, Munesh. And being boundaryless program is actually extension of that uh,
Wow.
conversation. You know.
No, so true. Even that is happening to me also. That transformation is happening inside me as well.
Yeah,
So
that
a
is
lot of credit.
contagious.
Yeah. And the idea is to extend that contagiousness to the world. Uh, and another thing, what you mentioned is very beautiful. A creativity can only happen from chaos. So
Yes,
the two
yes,
things,
I strongly
two things from where the boundaryless appeared. One is the boundaryless, the state of boundaryless, and second is the chaos. And third thing, in a funny way, the chaos is there because the wife was not there. So, so yeah.
So I tell you one thing. I just remind me very beautifully. One thing comes up in mind. You know, we want to live so much of secure and asset life that we don't allow chaos to happen. And I tell you, for me, definition of life is chaos. If life is not in chaos, then that is no life. Only we have to be able to manage or ability to ride that chaos. You know, so we are so much building security and surety around us that we are not allowing we are becoming mechanical. That's why we become machines. So machines are always not is not chaotic. Human beings life is chaotic. Anything that is living is chaotic, is chaos. That's why creativity is actually is not happening. It is replication is happening. Creativity comes only when there is a chance to be different rather than a set parameters. So yes, in some way, without chaos, no creativity.
Not truly, truly. Uh, and another thing, just to bring that timeless thing again on the top. So, for the audience, when we started this conversation before that, uh, Hitesh sir mentioned that he's timeless. He doesn't follow time. And if you look at the journey also and the accumulation, what you said, probably the perception of time, the way we perceive time, that also results in accumulation because people see that there is a there is a limitation, and that limitation creates us insecurity or a feeling of a fear which result in an accumulation. So what's your thought on that?
My thought is whole our from education system to our social ethos is about where you have reached. Is like performance where that can be scale. You can count it on a scale. That from there we have to reach there. It's like it's like it is not a desire anymore. It is a compulsion. But if it is a compulsion because rest of the people who are doing it, I have to do it. Then it is no more a joy. For example, if I am running, so I play football. In football, I am running, I am putting a lot of effort, sweat, and sometimes blood too for achieving something because there is no compulsion. I am getting joy of that running. But if somebody pushes me, I have to run 3 kilometers to deliver something and I am pushed to it. Then there is no joy. It's only pain and suffering. So even in game, all games on all chaos, on all games, there is pain, there is challenge, there is risk, but you enjoy that pain. The distinction is, for me, the distinction is whether it is compulsive behavior or it is something you want to do. It is your desire. And many
I think
times in current situation, we are even forgetting there is a desire of somebody. All is mashed up.
Yes. So thanks for sharing insights, Hitesh. Probably this is a trailer of something bigger which is coming up in the future. So this is a very uh, impromptu conversation, and I think we should continue this conversation later on. But thanks for sharing your thoughts about everything and from where this whole idea of boundaryless came and the chaos and timeless aspect of it. It's beautiful to hear that. Thank you.